Hello, I want to demonstrate the power of a procedural content system together with AI. Now, in order to see how this sequence was made, you can watch some of the other videos on my channel. This is, the majority is automated, but what's really cool here is the uprezzing of the content. You see what happens here. So we are running focus locally. We mainly do that because people want to keep their IP at home or in-house. You know, you don't want to be sharing that with other companies. So what you see is like the system uprezzes whatever was rendered in real time and does a really good job at it. Now, this is good because your source IP is your own. You're not breaching any kind of violation in data right. You can train your own models for the lookup, which is great for if you want to kind of create your own kind of style. I really like the way this works in focus. The other thing is local compute. You know, this runs locally, and I think with an eye on the future, this is really important because what we're trying to do is kind of create a network of users. They all have GPUs. We already have multiplayer in there. You can network that, and you can basically offset render time for credits. This can be a blockchain thing, but I'm losing more and more faith in that space. But if the sentiment were to change in the near future, this could totally be tokenized. But my kind of thesis is really like the internet loves memes, right? And you got to be able to make what the internet wants. Now, that's exactly what we've done with Replikant. That's why you might look at this like, what is this content? No, this is relevant content when it comes to Apple fanboys and the Apple Vision Pro. This was made as a meme. Now being in this full video took about 15 minutes to put together, but the uprezzing what's happening now is very interesting. You see the detail that is brought out. You see that here in the tattoos. It's like it's making up stuff, but it's making up stuff based on what you have originally created. Now, I think this is anyone that's doing generative AI. This is really how they should be doing it, because this comes from a 3D engine. We can actually provide the specular maps, the frame buffer data, the z depth, the motion vectors, and so on. So we don't need to worry so much about creating temporal consistency because we already have that in our source, right? So what I kind of think we can offer here is basically, I haven't seen Sora, but everybody is kind of going crazy about it. Now, I'm a little bit more skeptical when it comes to these type of things, but I think what they're wanting to do is not going to work in the way they approach it. This is the way how to do that. This is the way how to uprez to live action. I'm using, characters by now because, again, I kind of feel that it takes a little bit of time to get over the uncanny valley. We still have that on our roadmap for the end of to hit that before the end of the year. But providing there is enough compute, this is the way to create incredibly high quality video with full control. And we have recently gotten a huge amount of compute via a Google grant. And this is one of the reasons why I'm kind of pushing this forward on the our dev roadmap, because this would normally something that would be, quite unaffordable if you're bootstrapping. But now we can actually do that in the cloud and at scale. That said, what you're seeing here is running locally. I do believe that you just want to keep your stuff at home, especially when it comes to animation. People who make animation that work with like high-end IP. They will never actually go and upload stuff to a service where they're not sure what's being done with it. So yeah, local compute is perfect. It's obviously focus obviously powered by stability. I kind of see a future where basically all the replicant users cluster together to create a huge render farm,